if you got a real Jesse's girl type situation, maybe your circle is too small. And maybe you need to go put yourself in some other situations and kind of widen out that circle a little bit. If you introduce yourself to more people to possibly be horny to, you won't put a strain on the friendships that you have. Hold on, I'm doing a tweet.
Well, too bad. We've already started. Welcome to our podcast. Mike is never ready for the podcast. At least he has his headphones in today.
I'm almost always sometimes ready.
Ding.
What is that?
I don't know.
Were you giving us a new theme song real fast?
I don't want to give new theme songs.
Theme song?
Theme songs.
I'm doing a tweet
That says?
about the natural light streak I have in my hair. And because I made you put a blonde streak in my hair in 2014, 15.
Something like that.
And none of my friends liked it. And people in the community would make fun of me. And then look at what God did. God put a massive white streak in my hair underneath the
It's pretty good.
first top layer of hair.
Yes.
So I said, actually, I'll just let the robot do it. And I, this is accompanied by a picture of myself.
Of myself.
Didn't like the blonde streak I put in my hair back in 2014, but God did in 2023.
God did.
It's been longer than that, though, that you've had those.
What do you mean?
Your gray hair.
Yeah, but I've never seen like a bright white tendril come down. It's like Rapunzel is.
Let down your hair.
Yeah.
Let down your hair.
It's like that bitch Rapunzel's up in my shit. Anyway, if you'd like to get up in our shit, you can every Monday when this show comes out.
Yes.
Zoe, it's good to talk to you.
always
I've
a
noticed
pleasure.
your nails look great.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to get them done tomorrow.
Is that right? Oh,
Oh,
great.
thanks.
They look done. That's why I said.
Thank you. They are done right now,
Oh.
but they need to get redone.
And there's a lesson there. Nails are never stopping being
You
done.
ain't never stopped being done with your nails.
Get your nails did because they are never done being done. Thank you.
Whoa.
Zoe, unnecessarily deep start to the podcast today. I've noticed that we have so many questions.
Yes, we do.
And we normally get to like one or two an episode, but I thought let's maybe get to more this episode.
Let's not. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we need to try and bank some episodes because I'm going to be traveling.
Did you say let's not?
Let's not do as many as we have. More than what we've been. What?
I'm curious as to
I'm
whether or
so
not we're on the same
confused.
show
We're
right now.
not.
I'm saying we usually do like one or two.
Yeah.
And then we spend all this time like catching up and shows were great and blah, blah, blah. I'm saying why don't we do like 3 or 4, God forbid.
Yeah, but I'm saying I got wowie.
Hold on. Give me a second. I think this might help.
Okay.
And don't say anything. Just focus in on the music. This is like that part in Sex and Love where she gets hypnotized and she looks at the wall. And in 3 seconds, we're going back in time.
It's not Sex and Love.
What is it called?
Love and Death.
What's the difference?
Which, by the way, is a good show.
Love and sex.
No.
Love and sex. That's my name. The name of the game is That's Love and Sex.
Really?
Love and sex.
It's a cool show. Love and Sex.
Cool.
It's a show about being hypnotized. Zoe,
Yes.
there is a question on the community app that I noticed today, and my community app it's like a mailing list, but you can receive it on your phone, so we could text each other back and forth. If you want to text that number and get all sorts of horny updates from me, sometimes I just fire out a dick pic, or if you want to know about shows and exclusive shit that not everybody else knows about,
Please don't send your dick in
text. I already said it, so I can't take it back. Text 818-7-TORY-TORY 868-TORY, and one more time, that number is 818-7-TORY 868-TORY.
He does not send out dick pics, just so you know.
How do you know?
Because I know.
How would you even know?
I don't think I even have one.
I sent one to you last week. You're gonna look?
Yes.
You don't believe me? I mean, please put your phone up as high as you can so the camera on the other end sees it. Zoe.
Mike.
It was I don't even know why I'm trying to like prove this to you. Because I never do it. And I did it. And then
No, that's not a real dick pic.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Well, that doesn't do very well for my self-esteem.
There's no flesh. There's no flesh.
Oh, I thought you said flash.
Flesh.
No. It was you gotta, dude, let me tell you something.
When I think of a dick pic, I'm like...
I said, let me tell you something, and then you started telling me something. That's the opposite.
Well...
I would almost rather get like a picture of boobs or a butt that was like in like a sexy piece of something. Not lingerie necessarily, but I think like sexy picture of boobs in like regular shirt or cool pants or shorts with a butt.
Yeah.
Is cooler than close up flesh. I could see all your pores type shit. Personally.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
So I'm sorry I didn't send you an overexposed picture of me being overexposed. I'm sorry I sent you a cool.
Well, I see it all the time, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, she says. Anyway, I'm firing out dick pics on the community app. So go ahead and subscribe. There's no subscribing. You just fucking, you text them and you're part of it.
Yeah.
Once again, that number is Tori
818-722-8682.
This one's from Cece, and she will remain anonymous. How to do? Let's just call her. We'll do first initial.
Let's call her
full
PP.
last name. PP. PP steps. How to deal with being in love and dumped because the other person wasn't ready. We had a very intense, very short relationship, aka fucking. I love yous were exchanged a few days before the breakup. We're in lesbian territory right now.
Okay.
They just lost a family member a few months ago, can't find a job, and other very good reasons for not being ready. At least you know that. Shout out to you 2 times for knowing that. I know I just need time, but the whiplash is killing me. Anonymous. Once again, that was from Cece. So, dude, you already know. It's like you're asking when will this stop sucking?
Yeah.
And it's just, you got to keep living your time.
Time. Yeah. Time is what makes it a little bit easier. But also, good on that person for not dragging you along through their shit and just stringing you along.
Yeah.
And you being
or just doing
on
it
their
for
hook.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Where this person probably opened you up and taught you some sort of lesson as to what was going on. You don't want to have this insane like whirlwind of a whatever.
Easy come, easy go, baby, right?
Yeah.
Also, good on you for knowing what's up, and good on the other person for being so communicative, because it takes years for people to learn how to do that. A lot of people have problems in their relationship that they don't know about because they can't communicate it like that. But both you did a real good job, and it sucks, but it sucks. This is the type of suck that will go away. First of all, if all those intense, like, I love you feelings are real, maybe it'll come back. I wouldn't put yourself on hold for it, but let whoever have their space, and then maybe it'll come back.
Yeah.
And maybe it won't, but you had what you had. Be thankful for what you had. Move on for the time being. And then, I don't know, if you're still friendly, fucking just keep in contact every once in a while. Check on the person who just lost a family member.
Yeah.
Be nice. Or are you shut completely out? Doesn't sound like it's a situation like that.
No.
Breakups like that are like, think about it like when you throw up and your mouth tastes like throw up and you're out. You know, you're at the bar and you threw up and you try to do it. You try to go in the stall and there's people in the other stalls and you puke nice. And then you try to cough and you cover it up like you were just coughing in the stall. But no one goes into the stall to cough.
No.
Idiot. So you throw up and you still taste like throw up. And you only have one piece of gum in your shit and it's Trident. So it's not even going to cover it up real well. So you go outside and your mouth you're free and your mouth tastes half like Trident and half like throw up. And you're talking to your friends all close and they know something's up.
Yeah.
And all you can do is by the end of the night, maybe that taste will fade and your mouth won't taste like throw up by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some daiquiris in you and it contributes to your breath not smelling like the inside of your stomach. What I'm saying is it lingers for a little while, but as you move on with your life and progress through your night and order daiquiris, your mouth won't taste like throw up as much as it does right now.
Right.
So cover it up with a cough and order some daiquiris, alcoholic or non.
Pretty good. Pretty good, Mike.
Here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
What's
You
the
don't
next
have anything
question?
that I was.
I know.
was like your turn.
I think, yeah. I mean, I spoke my piece. I think that it does sting at first, but sitting there dwelling on something like that isn't really.
You did speak your piece.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was over before.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see that now.
Yeah.
We got some YouTube questions.
Okay. I thought you said you had more on the community page.
I did, but I lost it, and I didn't want to take up too much time, and you sounded
Right.
like you were floundering, so I wanted to jump
Thank
in.
you. Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
love you. I'm never going to let you fall, baby.
I
girl.
know. You're so good to me.
Here is a YouTube question from Jason Miller, who will remain anonymous. How do you get past the I'm not good enough for this person mentality in a relationship? I don't know how you get into a relationship with that mentality.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like that is the breeding ground for a very, there's a word for it and I'm not recalling the word, but it's, what is it called? Not like symbiotic relationship, but it's a very, like that breeds a very needy type of relationship. Like the other person being dependent. That's the one. Tax word.
Yeah.
Because you're always like, man, like I feel like we're so lucky to have each other and you're my person. There's no one in life that I would rather spend life with and no one that I'd rather just regular hang out with.
Right.
But I would never think that you're a perfect person in my eyes, but neither of us are like too good for the other one.
No, I think
You
that,
tell me you are all the time.
well, yeah, because I am. But
But I think it's kidding around. Okay. Let's just do the next one.
you know, I think that people, every relationship should have two people that bring something to the table, and it's never one is better than the other if you guys are on the same page, right? So there's going to be maybe one that makes more money, but then the other one cleans the house more. These are just like
Right.
simple.
And at the end of the day, the one that makes more money wins.
No,
Oh, that's not. I was trying
no,
to finish your
no,
sentence.
no. Don't.
The hotter one wins.
Well, That's me. So, you know, when you go into a relationship thinking that somebody is better than you, you're only creating more of a situation for later on. Because the more you say that and express that to that person,
They're going to start believing
they're
it,
going to
then
start
they
to believe
bounce.
it. Right. And then all of a sudden you're like, why wasn't I good enough?
Yeah, 'cause
and then
they're-
it's like this internal battle with yourself about not being good enough when you're probably perfectly fine.
Yeah. And that's what you should strive for, is being perfectly fine.
No, I mean,
No, I'm not really kidding around. I know it's a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
But in terms of a relationship where you both bring your whole self to the thing and then you are something greater than that, it's like you're both perfectly fucking fine.
and if you're having those feelings now, go talk to a therapist, because that's fucking crazy. You
Whoa.
know?
Zoe.
No, I'm not saying like, no, it's crazy to like sit there and like have those feelings about yourself.
Yeah,
right?
but some people do. They can't fucking
I
help
understand
that. Shit.
that, but I'm not saying it to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it to go help yourself fall in love with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. But
There's-
it's just harder for some people.
I understand.
Why do I
I
feel like you're so upset with me?
I'm not upset. I'm just saying that, you know, we all have something good to bring to the table, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there are qualities. Clearly, this person is with you because they see something in you
Right.
and want to be with you.
And if you think that that person is better than you and they believe in the best in you, one of two things is happening. First of
Right.
all, you should trust them if they're
Right.
so much better than you and they see that you're
Right.
great. Or they tell you that they're better than you all the time.
Right. And then that's a whole different story, because I was just going to say that. If they're the
Right.
person that is making you feel like that,
Yeah, you
get
break
the
up.
fuck out.
Yeah, you break up with that person.
Get out.
I immediately assume it's not like that, which is
No.
maybe a
Yeah,
fault of
same.
mine.
I didn't go there either. It was just in talking about it, thinking that, okay, maybe that's the situation, you know?
And let's
Just
talk
being
about a different
open.
situation.
Okay.
The fact that I love you so much, I want to smack you in the face sometimes.
That's funny.
Sometimes you look so cute that I just want to, like, sometimes you're sleeping and I want to be like, what would you hit like that? Like, bread dough, when you make like a little, like pizza dough and you give it a little,
Yeah.
or like a little puppy, like doesn't know what's going on. You give him a little tap on
Yeah.
his butt and he's like, what? Hey, what was that?
Yeah.
That's like you, but to the side of your face like this.
If you were to do that to me while I was asleep,
Yeah.
I would wake up swinging.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I also have an invention that I'm working on.
Which is?
I don't have a name for it yet.
Okay. Explain
But
it.
it is one of those sticky hands on the end of a fishing pole, so I can get you from across the house.
Don't they already have those? What did they call them?
There's not a dream I've had that you haven't crushed completely. This is my invention. This is our ticket out. This is our ticket to Morro Bay, and you're fucking it in the face. Somebody else says, dude, this is a good one.
Uh-oh.
This one says, go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. What do you think? If I have a crush on my friend's girlfriend, do I have the obligation to remove myself from the friendship since it's unfair to all parties involved? Zoe,
Whoa.
you want thinking music?
Don't give me that. Give me that, brother. Love and sex.
Why does it take so long to happen? It takes so long. Anyway, that's funny.
I mean, I would definitely not hang out with them as often as you do.
Yeah, dog. There's a couple different scenarios, I guess, but let's just pick the one where your friend's girlfriend and the girlfriend are in just like perfect harmony with one another.
Yeah.
And you're just creeping around, like looking at her titties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just don't for a little while. Look for somebody else.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like that's a very selfish type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like you could have like
But let's give everybody the benefit of the doubt and say that they're a good person. They just kind of can't help having a crush on somebody else. It sounds like, and I'm not a doctor, and I think that's well documented.
Right.
I wouldn't even look at me and be like, is that guy a doctor?
No.
I would never, I don't think anyone's ever had a second thought. But I will say, if you find yourself in a situation where if you got a real Jesse's girl type situation, maybe your circle is too small. And maybe you need to go put yourself in some other situations and kind of widen out that circle a little bit. So you know more people. And you're obviously horny age. So if you introduce yourself to more people to possibly be horny to, you won't put a strain on the friendships that you have.
Yeah, that seems like a no-go territory.
Doesn't it seem like kind of a horny time?
Yeah.
You're having too horny of a time.
I've heard of this and like kind of seen what happens. I had a friend who had a crush on a friend's significant other.
And now they're in like a 3 thing?
No. They definitely removed themselves from as much as they possibly could.
Smart.
But I mean, I guess it's like
What happened?
nothing happened. Nothing ever ended up happening. The crush went away and they thought it was stupid.
Sometimes crush just go away.
Yeah.
Did they talk about it at all?
Yeah, like I don't know what I was thinking. That's so crazy, whatever.
Did they talk about it to the couple?
No. No.
Crush just went away.
Because they had asked me what would I do?
Yeah.
And I was like, I wouldn't hang out with them as often as you do.
Yeah.
And that's that.
They were just hanging out all the time. So then crush happened.
Right.
So then circle widened.
Right. I mean, like, sure, it can happen for like a day or two or whatever and be like, oh my God, I think I have a crush on this person.
Yeah.
When like you're hanging out with them all the time, you're having dinners, going to their house, playing cards, doing whatever, like sure, that can happen.
Yeah. Treat it like the diner waitress who you have a crush on.
Yeah.
And she's 73, but she still got it because she got hips or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't go to the diner anymore because you're not going to get tapioca pudding or mousse mises for free anymore if you ruin your relationship with that diner. You got to go to Pizzeria Uno for a little while instead.
Because Dorothy doesn't work there.
Dorothy doesn't work at Pizzeria Uno.
No.
She made it a point. She did in the 90s, but then she was outie.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do one more?
I want to talk about something.
Okay.
So
Are we having problems?
No. So I recently set 2 of my clients up on a blind date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say names.
No. And I am dying to know. Well, so the
Call
day
them up on the podcast.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Let's do a podcast where it's just them and we leave. But we're in the door. You can see us like
they
in
would
the back.
both do that.
Okay.
I feel like they would. I feel like we could probably like get them to do that, and then we have like a reaction video of us in the bedroom. Like
we should. I'm telling you, we should just be blurry in the background.
Yeah,
like
that's
peeking
pretty
out
good.
of a door.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
over here.
yeah. Cute. So I know that the first date went really well, and I know that they're planning because of course I like text them both the next day after the date.
You see
and
what
I
it's
was
like? This is why I have no more nights and weekends minutes because she's always blowing up my phone.
I'm not a bugaboo. If I was a bugaboo, I'd be fucking blowing them up. But I have to say, Jamie is so invested.
Yeah.
And is dying for me to like text them.
Dying
but
for the tea?
Yeah, dying.
What are we in English? Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Not sponsored. But I have to say, I am interested in knowing like how it went and like what's next,
dude. Clarifying that we're not sponsored by the Boston Tea Party is very, very funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're very funny.
Thank you. So are you.
I'm sure you did a great job.
Yeah.
Because you are a good judge of character. And you've hooked up people who have been married before.
Yeah. So, and like, that's the other thing. Like, that's why because like when I introduced my sister and my brother-in-law and they got married, but I had like front row of that.
Yeah.
But now it's like killing me, you know?
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
If you're looking around and maybe someone's cooking something in an apartment next door and I'm like, it smells great and you can't smell it, I'd maybe look around, look under the couch or something for your nose, put your nose back on your face.
Oh, wow. First of all, don't take my jokes, okay?
Put your nose back on your face. Put your nose back on your face. You can't smell nothing else because your nose isn't on your face.
Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it.
Anyway, it's a little song that I wrote. Thank you guys so much for listening to this goddamn episode of the podcast. This Friday is Surrounded at the world famous Hollywood Improv in the main room, in the big old room. Ashley Hesseltine. I got Ben Gleave. We got Matt Bronger. We got James Davis. We got
Mike Falzone.
Mike Falzone is going to be there. Who am I forgetting?
Do we think
Crystal
that...
Marie.
Nice.
It's going to be great. And then on the 31st, which is Wednesday, we do a Surrounded at Whistle Stop Bar in San Diego. So if you want to go to San Diego and watch that, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Last time it was fucking ruckus as fuck.
Yeah.
Do I have the energy for 2 Surrounded shows in a week? I don't know.
I was talking to one of my colleagues and she brought a bunch of her friends to the Surrounded show the last time.
Yeah.
And they loved it so much that they're coming again
Get the
and
fuck
bringing
outta
a
here.
bunch of their friends.
Really?
Yes.
Have they bombed tickets yet?
I think so.
Because the tickets are going.
They're going.
They're going.
Going.
And someday they're going to be gone.
Gone.
I wonder if Michael Imperioli.
I was just going to say that too. I should see, I don't think he checks his DMs.
Well, when you have 6 million followers, it would be even funnier if you did DM him and he got back to you right away. I'd be
You
like,
should text your friend and be like, so Mike's wife was wondering if you wanted to be her date again. Michael Imperioli, if you see this, I'm saying, bro.
What is more realistic?
Let me buy you a drink, bro.
Him coming on Friday or him seeing this?
Ooh, I don't know. We pop up on a lot of people's stuff. I was at the bar the other day. And the bartender was like, do you have a show that you record? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I was scrolling through YouTube. He's like, and all of a sudden I hear this voice that I know. He's like, and it's you.
Huh.
And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I have a podcast that I do with my husband, whatever. He's like, are you famous? And I was like, fuck no.
You might remember
Can I
us
get
from
another
quoting
tequila?
somebody else's quote about East Coast and West Coast stuff.
No,
That's
I
our
think
credit.
I think it was something else. But yes, it was very funny.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
well, you also have that kind of voice where it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I would listen to the airplane announcements if you did them.
thank you. I recently had a new client say that I should do radio.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's
You
like,
should.
your voice is very soothing. And I was like, wow, thank you.
When we retire,
As I was drowning her.
when we retire to the Morro Bay area, the greater Morro Bay area, we should have one of those radio shows that 500 people hear.
Welcome to the Mid-Coast. Tonight we're playing all the slow jams. I'm going to need you to slow this down. You guys, why don't you grab that loved one in this beautiful evening in the Mid-Coast and slow dance with them. Tell them how they make you feel.
WFAB, the Mid-Coast.
Is it WFAB?
That's
Pretty good. As you know, patreon.com is a virtual tipping and awards website where you give us a little bit of your hard-earned cash, and our $10 group gets a shout out as follows.
Sex.
Six. Catherine Connor, Alex Beranger, Ryan Cruteau, Cole Rusty, Joseph Capricusio, Shannon Haynes, DLD, Ernesto, Raja Knows, Luis and Odette, Lauren Chauncey, Paul Gilliam, Derek Helling, Steve Diergo, Chris McCarthy, Trevor the Weirfishy, Joe Penn, Happy Birthday Starlight, JJ McToots, Rachel Last Name, Mike Genie, Alan Garcia, Connie Tryon, Isabella Sparkles, and Taro Baez, Frankie Matos Music, Johnny Rosito Handcrafted Neckwear, CCPB&J, Admammed, Emily Pageant, Caleb Perkins, Giant Tom Hanks, Lizzie Love, Gavin Welch.
Why'd you say Lizzie's name like that?
Because I can. Someone tell Aaron, Jackie Hammond, Paige of Aquarius, Guy with Long Hair, Chris Johnson, Anita Rosita Valles, Benjamin Putz, Beth Butch. Oh, fucking shit. Beth, I love you. I'm sorry.
Beth Butch?
Yes. Christina Camille, Marijuana, Michael Johnson, Kayla Johnston, Jules Run, Grant Levisure, Chad Clark, Heather Ashley, What is Cat, Katie Taylor, Shane Welsh, Joe Band, Milky Beans, Jess Enright, Lillian Carrillo, Magnus Silva, Barrington Lloyd Lovett, Ben Fuchs, Janisha Tutton, Danny Sinclair, Jacob D. Bradford, Justine Beebestein, Just Josh, Sergeant Sparty, Ed Birch, Helen Ford, Illuminos, Superfloss, it's Tatiana Day, Danielle D. Verona, Rob Devereaux, Dev, Jesse Stillwell, Katie Lee G, Rob Devereaux, Don Bior, Nestor De Leon III, Luis Hernandez, Alexander Legowski, Monique Quistor, Felicia Shamberi, and Matthew J. Pelka. You guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.